Welcome back to the Teacup Trail. We are in episode 9. Yeah. How do I feel? Not great. If you watch part 2 review of episode 8, you will know. Or if you already watched the season before me, you already know what happened. Actually, I did not watch episode 9 yet. So this would be my first time watching it and analyzing it with you guys. Let's get started.
I can't believe the wedding is 6 weeks away. There's so much still to do, including addressing 100 envelopes. But luckily I have lots of help. With invitations sent, now we're waiting to find out who can make it. It's hard to imagine how it will all get done, but I have faith. All should feel right in Hope Valley, but there's something I can't quite shake. We still don't know what's happening with Bill's land, but we're determined to find out.
This is a little bit strange for me because now we're back on the topic of wedding and it's 6 weeks away, and I'm thinking to myself, like, 6 weeks for Elizabeth to change her mind about Lucas, you know? Yeah, I shouldn't have spoiled myself on Twitter, but anyway. But if I didn't though, I would still be confused by this first scene because what happened in the second half of episode 8 is totally the opposite of this first scene in episode 9. Seeing Lucas and Elizabeth get ready for the wedding and being that happy couple, but I am not confident in Elizabeth right now. Her worries for Bill's land, I feel like there's more than that. I think it's not only about Bill, but Nathan. Before we move on to the next scene, I wanted to pause on that wedding invitation. I think someone did that and posted it on Twitter, but I want to bring it up in this review. It's just a pretty cool way to find out more details about what the wedding would have been like, you know. The date, the time, where the reception would be. I'm wondering if it was going to be an outdoor wedding. I thought maybe church, but Lucas was drawing something with Lee a few seconds ago in this scene. Yeah, but unfortunately, by this point, I feel like the hope for Lucas and Elizabeth to be together, I feel like it's 5% or maybe 1.5. Yeah, I still need to see episode 12 though, just to, I guess, to get myself some closure and just to have an idea on what's going to happen in season 11. Again, I'm taking a break from this show after season 10. I'm just not mentally ready for it, and I don't know if I will ever be because it's just so sad. Like this scene, it makes me sad too because Lucas and Elizabeth should be happy, like 100% happy in preparing for the wedding. I'm not confident with Elizabeth's happiness right now. After what happened in episode 8, I'm like shaking my head.
Sorry I'm late. I was getting Allie set up with little Jack.
By moving all the furniture?
Are you sure we should tell Bill?
Because of Madeline.
Yes.
Well, what do I know about matters of the heart? But he deserves to know.
Know what?
I think you'd better sit down.
How many did you say?
About a dozen, with heavy equipment.
He's building a well, according to Montague.
A lot of men for a well. And that well was working fine on my property before he sold it. What were you doing up there?
I was visiting Jack's grave. What do you think Montague is doing?
I don't know. but I plan on asking him.
Oh, are you sure you want to do that?
He hasn't done anything illegal yet. If we don't confront him, then he won't know we suspect him. I think we should just leave it like that.
Yeah, you're probably right.
Great.
Good.
I'm gonna go anyway. Don't worry, they won't see me.
We get to see some action with Bill. Hopefully he is careful. Hopefully he doesn't get caught. I like this. Like, give us some action. I feel like we don't see that often in the show. On the topic of Nathan and Elizabeth, here we go again. I really don't want to use the word chemistry because I feel like that is such a strong word. I don't know how to describe it. Like, an attraction between them, like, it's still there. I'm not gonna deny it. It's just something in the air for these two. I think Elizabeth trying to press down whatever that is going on with Nathan, because one, she is engaged. Second, like, her wedding is in 6 weeks. And third, it's just, like, by nature, it's just wrong, and I'm hoping Nathan doesn't do something soon that will conflict Elizabeth and Lucas' relationship. If Elizabeth wants to be with Nathan, like, by the end of the season, like, I just hope that it was her choice, not because, Nathan forced her, you know what I mean? Yeah, it's just, but even then again, it's just wrong because she's engaged and this is happening between her and Nathan, and Lucas doesn't know about it. It's not good. And they're hiding it really well so far. Once again, I feel bad for Lucas. This is so wrong. Sorry for ranting. I just wish the writers pick one freaking guy and stick with him and just be done with it, instead of, like, going back and forth and whether you Team Nathan or Team Lucas or whoever you are, like, I think in general, like, nature, like, in general, like, that is just so wrong. And I think we will never know the whole story, but from what I heard, they decided to, change the plot in the middle of the season. I don't know if they're running out of stories or they think that they will make it so dramatic and exciting to watch or whatnot. I think it's just wrong because from the beginning, they should have stick to one plan and just go with it. Because I think the fan base plays a huge role in the success of the show, and I think it's kind of, like, disrespectful, especially to Team Lucas, because they pick Lucas, the writers, and then they change their mind, and I don't know, I feel like they don't really consider the feelings and the time consumed in watching the show and enjoying Lucas and Elizabeth's story, and one day, out of nowhere, it's turned around in the opposite direction to Nathan. Sorry for my rant. I feel like that was, like, so unexpected. Like, I talk more than I usually do per scene. But other than that, Elizabeth totally trying to, like, deny whatever is going on between her and Nathan. Usually, when they joke with each other, like, usually it's just normal and natural and friendly between the two. But this time around, when he joked about moving the furniture and Allie babysitting little Jack tonight, Elizabeth, like, she felt like she wanted to laugh, but at the same time, she's like, oh no, like, I don't want to show any signs that she might like Nathan. Oh, I almost forgot. The mention of Jack's grave. Do you see how Nathan looked over to Elizabeth after she said that she visited Jack's grave? Nathan, like, he just, like, woke up a little bit, like, woke up even more. I'm wondering what he was thinking when she said that out loud. Well, Nathan is a Mountie. Jack was a Mountie. Remember that secret that Nathan held on to, kept hidden from Elizabeth about what happened to Jack, how he died, what happened before he died. Connection between Nathan and Jack, just because of, they work as a Mountie, and they live that dangerous life, protecting the town, going on mission, and just not knowing if they will make it home. When Elizabeth said she visited Jack's grave, Nathan might, it is possible that Nathan thought of okay, what does that mean? Did she just visit it, or is there something on her mind that is associated with Mountie and Nathan? I think he has a son that Elizabeth didn't want to go through another love again, especially with Nathan, and Nathan is a Mountie, and she had that fear. I think she also had the fear of falling in love again, because it's kind of like breaking up with her first husband, Jack. It's like she betraying him, she cheating on Jack, but Jack would have wanted her to be happy again and find love again. But at the end of all that, according to the writers, Lucas would pick, and I was happy. But now, here we go again, just another trip around the sun. The very, very last thing on the scene, I promise, I rewatch it again because I thought I saw something, and I did. When Nathan said, "What do I know about the matters of the heart?" First thing first, he has such low self-esteem about himself when it comes to his love life. Not to be mean, but I'm saying it. But when he said, "What do I know about the matters of the heart?" he deserved to know. The way that Elizabeth reacted, her facial reaction, I was like, was she thinking about Lucas in that moment? Because I was like, girl, Lucas doesn't know anything that is going on between you and Nathan ever since that night. In episode 8, Lucas does deserve to know. And he did say last episode, you can always share with me about anything. And I'm like, girl, you have to be honest with Lucas if you decided to end the engagement and go to Nathan. Even though it's gonna hurt Lucas so much, but I think it's better now than after the wedding, even though I really don't want to see this happen. But, I mean, it is true. You want to have your feelings resolved before the wedding. Even though you waste all the money and time in wedding planning. Let's be real. There's so many factors in this situation, and I'm just, shaking my head. So that's my analysis, my opinion, because I thought it was a little bit interesting how Elizabeth reacted, when Nathan said he deserved to know. He was talking about Bill, but I'm guessing that Elizabeth was thinking about Lucas, and yeah, here we go again with the love triangle.
Hey, Jack.
Hi, Mr. Gowan.
Henry, the park looks great.
Yeah, I'm glad you're enjoying it.
Sorry I'm late, Mrs. Thornton. Scout was chasing a squirrel.
That's okay, Allie. Little Jack really wanted to see you before Robert takes him to go see tadpoles.
Oh.
I'll see you both later.
Hey!
Hi.
Allie forgot little Jack's snack.
Oh.
Homemade cookies. There may be one or two missing. She really is good with them, isn't she?
You just Scout or Little Jack?
Both, I guess. I'll see ya. Hey, who's it? Are you it?
Yeah.
Jack.
You're it. You're it. You're it.
I honestly don't know what to say anymore. I feel like I'm dying inside, little by little, as as I continue to watch this season. I just feel like there are more Nathan and Elizabeth scenes than Lucas and Elizabeth. That's how I feel right now. This scene, my first thought was that, oh boy, here we go again. Nathan was he had his Mountie pant on, so when he started to play with little Jack, and Elizabeth was watching them, I was like, oh, hey, here we go. She's gonna start having that mental picture of, like, Nathan being a bonus dad to little Jack. I'm sorry, I had to say it, but the way that she was watching them, I think she was thinking of, like, if only Jack Thornton was here in that Mountie pan playing with his son, little Jack, you know what I mean? Yeah, that was random. I don't know if that makes sense. Allie, once again, I'm telling you, like, she's kind of like the VIP pass to get Nathan close to Elizabeth, because Nathan and Elizabeth have spending time a lot, lately, in my opinion. And then, Elizabeth mentioned about Robert. Random thought, I'm guessing, again, I haven't watched this episode until now. I'm guessing if Robert and Allie will meet up later on when Robert takes over little Jack. That's my guess. Don't tell me. That's my guess. But other than that, yeah, Nathan, I still have my binoculars on Nathan and Elizabeth. Once again, Nathan, he seems like himself. He still has, like, that groove, and I think he wasn't, like, affected by that night in episode 8 at Elizabeth's house. I think it didn't, like, affect him in a negative way, but I feel like every time Nathan comes up to Elizabeth, I feel like Elizabeth kind of, like, got a little bit nervous. Like, I think she definitely trying to suppress her feelings, whatever she is feeling toward Nathan at the moment. On a brighter note, it's good to see the dog again, and I think it's so funny that Scout likes to chase after squirrels. But yeah, I love Scout. Anyway, yeah, that's the only good thing about this scene. And little Jack, being cute and playing with his toys and in the beautiful park. And Henry, he seemed to be in a better spirit after that talk with Rosaline. So that's good for him.
Elizabeth, perfect timing. Are you ready for our day of wedding planning? There's my little angel. Did I tell you she's sleeping in 7-hour stretches now? I just have to be sure to put her head down at the north end of the crib and then slowly back up, taking no more than 6 steps to get to the door. It's a very precise science. Elizabeth, are you all right? You're not here with me.
Yes, let's go.
Are you sure you're all right?
Allie and little Jack have just gotten so close. I don't know. Does it feel weird?
Because of your history with Nathan?
I'm not sure I'd call it that.
Elizabeth, your heart is pure. You're marrying Lucas in 6 weeks, under a beautiful white wedding arch with Hope Valley as a backdrop, a rainbow dancing in the distance.
Have you ordered the rainbow?
Oh, I would if I could. Perhaps I should talk to Joseph, see if he can put in a good word. Oh, and Nathan will find someone.
Actually, he said he's given up on love.
Oh. Well, we'll see about that. Although, May, Faith, not to mention you, it's not a great track record.
Rosemary!
Part of me wants to skip forward to episode 12 and be done with it. I don't want to know. I'm just like, oh my god, is she really, really gonna go with Nathan? I feel so bad for Lucas. Like, the way that Rosemary described the wedding plans, the wedding ceremony, outdoor wedding, I'm just like, oh my gosh, like I really want to see that happen. Making me sad. But Elizabeth, she looked over to Nathan, Allie, little Jack, and I'm like, here we go again. She did mention Allie and little Jack getting close, but I'm like, Elizabeth is more than just the kids, it's Nathan too. Rosemary did mention that Elizabeth's heart is pure. I disagree. Elizabeth, like, naturally her heart is pure, but right now it's not. I feel like she in that beginning stage of emotionally and mentally cheating on Lucas. I think she had that butterflies stirring up inside of her every time she is near Nathan. Even though I really don't like it, I'm just gonna say as it is. But Rosemary, I heard Rosemary would kind of like got switched to Team Nathan by the end of the season. I don't know if I heard it right on Twitter, but right now, like, I love how supportive she is toward Elizabeth. She said it like in a fair way, I would say. Like, you know, Nathan will find someone. You are meant to be with Lucas. Like, you're getting married in 6 weeks outside in the beautiful nature of Hope Valley with everyone you love. And Lucas is a great guy, and you guys are it, you know, for each other. For now. But Rosemary doesn't know the whole story about what happened the other night between Nathan and Elizabeth and every moment that they had together ever since that night. And of course, Elizabeth doesn't want to say it out loud because then it would be reality. And also, she doesn't want to say it out loud, especially in front of Rosemary, because she knows in her heart that it's wrong, you know? Like, it's just so wrong. Like, I don't know, it's just so bad. I don't know, it's just the timing, and she getting married so soon, and she realizing it just now. Like, it's happened. Like, I'm not gonna deny, like, these things happen to real people in real life, but at the same time, it's just so wrong. Like, I'm on Team Lucas on here. Like, I feel for him. Like, I feel so bad for him. Really bad. Like, I don't know. I don't know how Lucas gonna react. But knowing Lucas, I feel like he's gonna react to the news in the most graceful way. But I'm sure he's gonna get his heart broken. On a last note I want to say, and on a better note, I love Rosemary's sense of humor in this scene. She lightened up the mood for Elizabeth, but she did mention May, though, as one of Nathan's potential ladies. So she did recognize that there was something going on between May and Nathan. But that's out the door. Faith is definitely out the door into the sea. Now it's Elizabeth, or if a miracle happens in season 11 and Lucas still has Elizabeth and Nathan with someone else, I don't know. But Fiona could have been like another great option, I would say, for Nathan. But no, Fiona's very independent. I feel like she will be the last one, not to be mean, be the last one to get married. But yeah, there's that. On to the next scene.
Right. This morning, Harry, I want you to restock the thread and make sure the bobbins are organized.
Yes, ma'am.
Florence?
Oh, just a moment, dear. Now, I was thinking that we should rearrange them along the lines of the colors of a rainbow.
Florence?
I just thought that would look pretty.
Florence!
Oh, wait! What is so urgent? Oh, my stars. The governor is coming. Oh, I have to tell Rosemary.
Rosemary gonna be so super excited. But yeah, we still get to see Harry. He's still paying back to Florence and Ned. But yeah, definitely Rosemary would be so happy to hear the news from Florence.
Oh, hi, Minnie.
Oh, Hickam.
I'm here for those pastries for the continental breakfast at the hotel.
Are they enjoying them?
They love them. It's a big hit.
Well, no wonder. They're delicious.
Well, thank you.
Was my pitch okay?
I think it was perfect.
They sound pretty good.
You know what I always say, nothing brings people out of their shell better than poor pitch. So, May and Hickam.
What do you think? I think you should stay out of it.
But it's all for love.
I love love as much as the next person, but this might not be the way to do it.
I think it is.
I can see Rosemary newspaper headline, new couple on the block, May and Mike. Yeah, everyone knows. That's like bad at the same time, you know, like everyone knows before you actually even start dating the person. But they're cute though, right? They're cute together. Mike is a really nice guy, so, you know, I would support him with whoever he wants to be. Yeah, I just did not see that coming. May and Mike. In the first half of season 10, I thought, okay, we're gonna get Nathan to go through his own love triangle between Faith and May, right? And I guess the writer decided to just mess it up and start over in midpoint of the season. But overall, I think May and Mike are here together, and I think it's great that May has a little bit more confidence in herself when it comes to singing.
Oh, I spoke to the dress shop, and they said your dress should be en route post-haste.
Thank you, Rosemary. I'm sure it will arrive on time.
Elizabeth, this is no time for complacency. Have you even done your tasting yet?
It's tomorrow night. Gustav said he'd prepare 3 different entree options.
Only 3?
Rosemary,
What is it?
the governor is coming.
What?
Governor Bixby Balfour is coming to Hope Valley.
Rosemary, you did it!
That's fantastic.
That's the most exciting news since the discovery of the hot springs.
Must have been some letter.
Oh,
Everything all right?
it's just that it says he's coming tomorrow.
Oh, was that a problem?
I am sure I made it very clear in my letter that he was invited next week after his trip to Buxton. If you ask me, his people are being very pushy.
Well, the sooner the better, I say. Why wait?
Right, Rosemary?
I think we should sit down.
Elizabeth don't know herself when it comes to wedding planning with Lucas. Like, you should be in a very, very happy and excited mood from the beginning to the end of wedding planning, the wedding ceremony, the reception, and the rest of your life with that special person. She's just not herself, and I think Rosemary is definitely picking up on that. Yeah, it's not good.
Well, we've sat.
I may have promised the governor a few things to get him to come.
Like what?
A choir performance.
We've all practiced.
And I may have mentioned that we have the latest in radio technology and that this could be his first live speech on the radio.
Oh, well, we have a radio. I don't know about broadcasting. We could try to find a microphone, and I think I know how to cobble together a transmitter.
Oh,
And?
I believe I mentioned something about a new bandstand.
Bandstand.
For the choir performance, in which we sing an original song about Hope Valley composed in the governor's honor.
You were thinking we could write a song?
Would that be okay?
Minnie, what about Mike Hickam? Yeah, he and May could try.
Those two? Do they know how?
I'm sure they could figure it out together.
Yes.
Come on, you said you love love.
All right. Anything for love. Maybe they can find an old song to repurpose.
Oh.
Anything else?
Since you ask. There was one last thing. I believe I said we would have a formal black tie gala in his governorship's honor with a 7-course meal and dancing under the stars.
Rosemary? All of this in a single day?
I just got carried away. We couldn't pull this off in a month, let alone a day. I don't know what I was thinking.
You know what it is? It's new motherhood. We've all been there.
Well,
and we're here for you.
if we all work together, I think we can pull it off.
I agree. Now, I do think we should play down the urgency of the situation.
Yes, and let's not get everyone into a panic just yet. Only tell people on a need-to-know basis.
It will be our little secret.
Right. I will take care of the decorations.
Radio broadcast.
We'll figure out the choir and the song.
I will talk to Lucas. We'll sort out the bandstand and figure out the ball.
Then Rosemary heard the news about the governor coming to Hope Valley, and this was actually a fun and funny scene at the same time. I just cannot believe Rosemary did that. She promised so many things, and it's normal. I mean, that's who she is. And Elizabeth knows Rosemary so well. She's like, and what else? Like, you have like a long list of promises you made to the governor for 24 hours or even less than 24 hours. Can they do that? They need the whole town to arrange it, to prepare for the arrival of the governor. There is no way that they can keep this as a secret. Like, I think 99% of Hope Valley will find out. I think most of the people in town wouldn't mind helping out. But a gala, a ball, I can't wait to see that. Like, I don't think we ever see a black tie gala in Hope Valley, like as a public event. I think that would be so awesome. See how everyone dressed up. But other than that, I'm still concerned for Elizabeth because you can tell that she is not herself when it comes to wedding planning with Lucas, and she knows it, and she is hiding from Lucas about the potential feelings she may have for Nathan.
You're in a hurry.
Yes, well, I have,
Elizabeth, I have a package for you. And Nathan, you have a telegram.
Oh, well,
You okay?
I mean, I'm fine. And you?
I'm fine. Are you sure? Because you seem
What?
shifty.
Mountie business in Rock Creek. It's important.
There you are.
Thank you.
Did you read this?
I always do.
Ned, honesty, oh my gosh. Yeah, I'm still a little bit surprised at how privacy worked back in those days, you know. I thought that would have been like in the envelope or something, that piece of letter that is in Nathan's hand. Yeah, what I was thinking, I was thinking of the bathing suit that Bill bought for the hot spring. Remember that moment? And I think Ned found out what it was and stuff. And I'm just like, you don't give privacy on these delivery items that come into Hope Valley and those that go out of Hope Valley. But anyway, that was funny. I love his honesty though, but at the same time, it's so funny. Nathan and Elizabeth, it's just that classic friendship, that Elizabeth and Nathan have with one another. Nathan, he knows her enough, and she knows him enough, to the point, when something is off, they can read each other, pretty well, I would say. So Nathan was, a little bit worried, okay, are you okay? This is not your normal self. There is no way that Minnie and the other ladies, can keep this as a secret. They need more help. There is no way. And the fact that Ned was honest to Nathan and Nathan dressed up in the Mountie and he is a Mountie. So, saying, you did something illegal and you confessed to the police. Ned had the gut to say the truth. Good for him, but I'm just I wouldn't have said that.
Oh, young Toby Cooper, how are we this fine morning?
Hey, Mr. Mitchell. What are you doing back in town?
Oh, I had some business to attend to and thought I would take a dip in my favorite Hope Spring.
Oh, but you can't go in there.
Yes, our agreement. Well, as I recall, children have access until 8 o'clock, and as you can see, it is now 8:05.
But sir, the hot springs.
Young man, please, we've been through this. Now step aside. It has been a long train ride, and nothing will feel better than a long, hot dip in the... What happened to the water?
We tried to tell you.
That's not the greatest news that could affect the tourism of Hope Valley. I was gonna say though, it's very unexpected to see Mr. Mitchell back in Hope Valley. I was thinking, wait, is he staying that long? But he came back. I'm wondering though if he has a connection to Bernard and that shady business on Bill's land. Just a random thought. But yeah, we need the water back in the hot spring.
Good morning.
Hi.
It's not your usual reading material. If you're here to ask me any questions about the song For Our First Dance or how we're going to prepare the duck, please know I have it covered.
Thank you, but that's not it. So, Rosemary received a telegram this morning from the governor's people. Turns out he's making Hope Valley his next campaign stop.
That's great. So her plan worked.
Her plan. About her plan. The governor's expecting a dinner in his honor, and we were thinking we could have it right here at the Queen of Hearts.
That shouldn't be a problem.
It shouldn't. Great.
What else aren't you telling me?
Why would you ask that?
Because you have about 5 different tells.
Part of what I wanted to tell you, and it's really silly.
Okay.
He's coming tomorrow.
The governor?
The governor.
Tomorrow.
Did I mention the black tie ball?
You did not.
It's not Rosemary's fault. They changed it up. I mean, sure, her imagination did get away from her a bit.
Are you serious? Yes, you're serious.
I was hoping you could host the ball, but all of this, it's really going to get in the way of our tasting.
Yes. That's fine. We can reschedule.
Really? Thank you so much, Lucas. And we'd really like to keep this discreet. Bit of a secret, at least for a few hours. I think Rosemary's feeling embarrassed.
Is she? I need to get prepped for this. This is something that will be hard to keep secret.
I'm really gonna miss Lucas and Elizabeth as a couple. I love them together. And this scene reminds me why I love them together. My heart, they shoot well together. They really do. And Lucas is such a sweet man. Like, he could have said no, but for the sake of Elizabeth and Rosemary being Elizabeth's best friend, and Lucas respects their friendship and knows how much this means to Elizabeth and Rosemary, he's willing to basically change his schedule for the rest of the day and night to help prepare this dinner and this gala at the Queen of Hearts. And they have to postpone their tasting tonight for the wedding. And I'm like, here we go again. 6 weeks gonna go by really fast, and time is ticking. And unfortunately, the timing is not helping them right now with the tasting and the wedding planning. At least most of the stuff are done, but still, like, tasting is important too. Like, you must have good food at your wedding. Also, Lucas is a very attractive man. I don't know if anyone paid attention to it, but I was just like, my eyes were on him. I just loved the way that he looked at Elizabeth. He was like a mix of like nervous, intrigued, and trying to like stay calm and patient while Elizabeth spilled out the truth of what really going on with Rosemary. Anyway, like I said, Team Lucas, gonna support him no matter what. But anyway, yeah, so he busy, Elizabeth busy, and he made a good point. Like, this secret gonna be out like within the next 2 hours. There's no way they can hide it. And too bad, Rosemary can feel embarrassed if she wanted to. I mean, I don't know. I can't believe she did that. I mean, I know why she did that, but at the same time, it's too much. And she's a new mom, too, so I'm really surprised she promised a lot of things to the governor.
What's the secret?
See?
Is it about the governor coming to town tomorrow?
How do you know that?
Well, I'm still enough of a Mountie to keep an eye on everything that happens in this town.
What'd you find up there?
They're not digging a well. They're digging a trench connected to the creek with some sort of stop gate to control the flow. Why is he lying about it?
I don't know. But here's something else to add to the mystery.
Sedimentary rocks and minerals.
It's a book Jamie checked out from the library. He sent it by mail with this note saying how much he enjoyed his time in Hope Valley. Montague's been saying Jamie and Madeline will be back in a few days. If that were the case, why wouldn't Jamie wait to return it in person?
That's a good question.
Thank you. He's lying about the well, and he's lying about Jamie and Madeline coming back.
I don't think he knows where she is. He's been asking me if I've heard from Mrs. St. John. And I overheard him on the phone asking about her whereabouts to multiple callers. He even asked to search her room. It was pretty strange. You ask me? I don't think they're even engaged.
I knew from the beginning, like, this is not really true love of Madeline and Bernard. It's more of like a business relationship. There is definitely more to the story, and I can't wait to find out the entire details of what really going on, how it happened, what's gonna happen to Madeline and Jamie. Are they gonna come back to Hope Valley? I hope they do. I think they seem fit, in Hope Valley. Like, they seem to belong there. Of course, Bill, like, if anything, he would like to have Madeline and Jamie back in Hope Valley after this case is resolved. Elizabeth, she's becoming a little detective here. But at the same time, she needs to be careful. Bill and Nathan, like, they have Mountie experience, so they should be the ones to go forward in this case and have it resolved. But it doesn't sound good, on what really going on with Bernard and his crew. They trying to stop the flow of the water to freak, and I'm wondering if that's affecting the hot spring. But either way, it's not good, and very interesting. That book, now I know, the book is from Jamie. He borrowed it and returned it by mail, and Elizabeth made a good point, like, he could have returned it in person, right, if they were going to hunt back to Hope Valley. But they're not, and Madeline is protecting herself, she is protecting her son, so she's definitely hiding really well at the moment, for a good reason, and that because Bernard is a bad guy. And also, last thing, Bill and Mike, they know about the secret now, so everyone's gonna know within the next hour or so.
Why?
Did you teach him to do that?
Why would I?
I mean, who did?
Somebody who hates me, that's who. Something I can help you with?
I'm trying to figure out what everyone's hiding.
What, like Miss Thornton?
Mrs. Yost and Fiona, definitely hiding.
Well, how about you find that out on your own? Because I gotta head to Rock Creek to deal with an angry farmer.
You're gonna be missing a lot of excitement.
Well, I'll hurry back. All right, I just gotta show them the old uniform and badge. Talk some sense into them.
Yeah, I'm sure they'll listen.
Uh-huh.
Gotta love Scout. He's so adorable. Nathan is busy at his job. Allie, of course. Allie is about to know what the secret really is. There's no way you can keep a secret in Hope Valley. Like, absolutely no way. It's a challenge, you know? It's hard to keep a secret in Hope Valley, and sometimes that sucks. Like, everyone is just nosy about your day-to-day. But anyway, yeah, on to the next scene.
Last chance, Clifford! If you don't let our guy go, we'll be forced to come in.
All right, you two have your orders. On my whistle. 1, 2.
You'll do what? You mind telling me what a bunch of Pinkertons are doing up here?
Security. This is company land.
And an old farmer, Clifford Stuckey, took one of our guys hostage.
So what, you gonna endanger both their lives? Put it down.
Is that I see? Is that a Mountie out there?
Mr. Stuckey, it's Constable Grant. Why don't you come on out and we'll talk this through?
I'm done talking.
Put your guns down before I arrest you for interfering with police business. Down. Mr. Stuckey, I just want to have a friendly little chat. All right? But I can't do that while you have a hostage in there. So how about this? How about we make a swap? All right? You let the man go and I'll take his place. Don't worry about these fine gentlemen. They're not going to do anything while I'm in there with you because they know the penalty for harming a Mountie. Mind you're not gonna shoot me, are you? I just got this uniform cleaned. Right? So you want to tell me what this is all about?
That looks dangerous. No gun. The guy is a stranger. Nathan has no idea what really going on just yet. I mean, he's a Mountie, right? He goes through these kinds of situations And I'm wondering if Elizabeth is ready for that again, you know? She really needs to be confident in her future and who she wants to be with. You know, I don't see Nathan giving up the Mountie life. Like, I would be shocked if he did. And Elizabeth wouldn't want to do that to him, you know? It's just a matter of if she will accept it and if she will deal with it. Not trying to be mean, but, you know, that's the truth. Like, if you want to marry a guy and he is a Mountie too, like Jack was, you have to accept the potential consequences that may happen down the road. Like, God forbid, you know, like if Nathan get killed or injured on the job, like, I don't know if Elizabeth is ready for that just yet. So she definitely need to be ready all around, you know, emotionally, mentally, physically, if she wants to be with Nathan for the rest of her life.
Thank you.
I don't understand.
You don't need to.
Well, then I'd like to.
Just the man we were hoping to see.
Me? What for?
Yes, what for? I'm putting you both in charge of music for the governor's arrival.
The governor?
Wow, that's a huge job.
It'll be fine. I'm sure we'll have plenty of time.
Actually, we were hoping you could start rehearsing, theoretically be ready by this time tomorrow.
Why would we need to be ready by tomorrow?
Because, theoretically, or actually, in reality, that's when the governor's coming.
What?
But there's nothing that can't happen when it's May and Hickam. Oh, and could you make it an original song composed especially for the occasion? Great, I'll leave you to it.
Exactly. I better go calm Gustav down. I'll come and find you.
Okay.
I forgot to mention this earlier. Sorry. At the meeting of the ladies in the cafe over the secret arrival of the governor, Fiona looked over to Minnie. Fiona wanted to set May and Mike up to work together on the music part for the governor arrival. And Minnie like, oh hey, yeah, anything for love. I think it's okay to meddle, especially if you have the power to help a friend, you know, or make it happen. Try to point them in that direction and see where, you know, it goes for them, for Mike and May. So now, Fiona is really making it happen. She pulled May and Mike together and told them the truth, like, hey, the governor is coming tomorrow, like, you guys do this, like, good luck. May freaking out, Mike, he seemed a little bit more calmer, but it's gonna be a busy day, night, and busy morning tomorrow for everyone in Hope Valley. And also, Gustav, he's freaking out too. I think he just found out about the menu and the meals he have to prepare for the guests and the governor and his people tomorrow night at the gala. He is stressed out too. All on Rosemary. Sorry, girl. Like, this is your fault. Well, actually, I take that back. Sorry. Half of your fault. Like, the governor people did change the date a little bit sooner than expected. But either way, like, yeah, maybe 75% Rosemary's fault. Like, she shouldn't promise too many things, especially, like, big, grand things. But she, you know, she did have, like, the right intention. Of course, she wanted to expose Hope Valley to the governor and to other towns. Like, hey, Hope Valley is great, too. You should come visit. And I'm wondering if the governor is, like, one of those dirtbags, you know? Like, why did he skip Hope Valley the last time, you know, on his campaign run? But, yeah, either way, they have to get something ready for the governor, either spectacular or average or just a dump of waste.
You're keeping a secret.
It's called discretion. Yes, we will need paint for the banner.
Ned,
Anything on that standoff in Rock Creek?
Yes, a telegram just came in for Nathan.
Pinkertons. Not good.
I found it. For the radio. Oh, she knows?
I think this is a good spot to stop before we pick up on the second half of episode 9. Molly wants to know the secret. Elizabeth overheard what's going on with Nathan, situation in Rock Creek and Pinkerton, and Elizabeth just took up Pinkerton. So there's a lot of things going on in the legal sense, some bad things are happening in other towns and even in Hope Valley. Other than that, the ladies are very busy preparing for the governor arrival while Bill and Nathan are trying to protect the town and resolve this case. But yeah, we will pick up on the second half of this episode in the next video. As usual, thank you for your time and support. At any time, feel free to share your thoughts on anything, on any of these scenes. Can't wait to finish this episode because I'm almost there. See you very soon. Bye.